Sarah and Vinnie on Alice at 97.3.
Marcus, you saw Seventh Son.
Whoa.
Jeff Bridges, Julianne Moore.
Boy, that's a good cast.
What's this movie?
And the guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Oh, is Sean Bean in it too?
No, not Sean Bean. The other guy, Jon Snow. I think.
Oh, Jon Snow's in it?
Yeah.
So what's the movie about? I mean, I've seen the trailers. I have no idea what the film's about.
The mythology behind it is there is a seventh son who has the ability to destroy witches. And Jeff Bridges is the guy who is trying to destroy the Queen Witch, played by Julianne Moore. And of course, as always, the witches want to destroy the universe and take over everything, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, those bitches.
And we find out that Jeff Bridges and Julianne Moore were once an item. But because of the way people feel about witches during the time, this woman who was really a good person became a bad person. And she decided to kill Jeff Bridges' wife. So now Jeff Bridges hates all witches. And that's where the story takes off. And this kid, this seventh son, Jeff Bridges takes on an apprentice every year to try to hunt down the witches, and they all die. Every single one of them dies except for this one. And they, of course, eventually jump in.
Well, this sounds incredible. How was the film?
Man. You know, as I sat there, I'm not a big fan of these fantasy films, and it had a bunch of dragons in it. You might like that. Julianne Moore is a great actress. Jeff Bridges, great actor. But I don't know. These movies just fall so flat with me because it's like
dumb.
Everything is spent on, and we're actually going to talk about this with the other movies as well. I feel like everything nowadays is spent, and by the way, the people who do all the special effects, brilliant. They're brilliant people. But everything in movies now is all about the special effects, and
they're letting the essential elements
You
fall
forget that
away.
you need to give a damn about the characters in these movies, and there's really nothing that you care about. It looks great. Even the fight scenes in this movie, they're not any better than, fight scenes you saw 30 years ago, 20 years ago. It's just not great. It's not awful, but it's not a movie I would say go out and pay money for, The Seventh Son. And I think, wasn't this movie made a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it was. It's at least a year and a half old. And that actually leads us to the... Well, what do you give Seventh Son?
Give it 2 Aussies.
All right.
Sit at home. Not awful, but just you've seen it before.